pressure.
I think KT just wants to finish this one as fast as they can. We'll see what happens, guys. Hit us up with your Twitter picks, hashtag KT win or hashtag LGD win if you believe in miracles.
Or does it remove too much of her gank potential overall?
Nah, I mean, I really put a lot of emphasis on Evelyn's early ganks and the amount of pressure you can put on standard lanes. So even though her early jungle, you know, is pretty quick there, I definitely prefer standard lanes on an Evelyn pick because you can also snowball.
LGD, with initiating that lane swap and having a Tristana that obviously count freeze means they're very likely to bounce that waves for Flame to at least get him ahead, then move Imp back to the bottom. That does mean if KT leave a stray ward here and there, Imp opens up for a potential double teleport behind him. So in the next 2 minutes, that's something we'll have to track to see if that happens.
Yeah, both teams have actually mirrored wards right now pretty deep in the lane. LGD have placed one as well, and they are also timing recalls.
Goes top like Flame's like, no man, this is my big debut again. I need to win this 1v1. Some action down bot lane. PYL comes in for the knockup, but there is score right there. PYL in a ton of trouble. He is toast. He is charbroiled.
TBQ, where are you? Something I bring up because it's one of the things on Evelyn that you don't ever want to give away your position if it's unnecessary, because you put pressure on the lanes just by remaining hidden. The other team has to assume that you could be there and the lanes won't go aggressive, but...
Oh, TBQ, you don't need to assume. You just know.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
Convenient.
It's actually an insanely good first back here for GodV. Both Tier and Catalyst finished, comes back into lane, gets all 6 CS. That is, yeah, I'm made too upset.
Camp, so you can see your take.
Sweep and a miss.
Have been incredibly selfish overall here. Just with Arrow as a approach, they really have put emphasis on getting Arrow ahead and then letting Sunday follow behind, and usually that's okay with top laners, but in a poor early game, well, an early game, a poor late game scaling champion like Renekton, who really get a little polished.
Oh, TBQ sneaking in, but scores in that ward. TBQ gets spotted, yeah. TBQ taking a lot of damage. There's explosive cast. Someday coming in. Can he make a play here? Pops that ultimate, goes after TBQ, takes him down, and Flame in a 1v3. And even Lord Flame has to run from that one, gets a bit of a heal off the Q, but that's a double kill for Marin, and that is exactly what he needed. GodV in a lot of trouble. Yeah, there we go. And if you want to beat an LGD, you got to break some eggs.
Backup Flame, but Score ready and waiting inside the brush and absolutely demolishes him.
They're just not playing in sync with each other, no communication. Also, they don't really respect normal game tendencies. When your mid laner is pushed in slightly, you can always expect the other mid laner to roll quicker to assist in a potential fight. Blind face-checking as Evelyn is incredibly dangerous.
TBQ and PYL getting aggressive. Flame is back as well.
Camping on the lantern.
In a lot of trouble. PYL is good. He got it on the lantern. I can't believe it.
Pretty much on cooldown. They actually want the Mordekaiser to get one hit on it real quick before he takes it.
And look at this. Gonna get that second dragon really easily too. I mean, everything in KT's favor right now.
Taking dragon control to the extra level. Not only do they take it uncontested, they actually get an extra dragon to play around with too.
LGD over the head with their bags of gold.
Whoa, Imp getting smashed by a bag, and Gragas knocked up at the end of that rocket jump. Looks like he may get out, but LGD coming right back in. Score could be in a bit of trouble. Flame flashes in, doesn't get anyone. No apprehend use as far as I can see. And Someday with that ult is tanky enough to just barely escape. So nobody dying.
Taking the secondary turrets. Substantially more than the outer turrets. Let's see about this blue buff. Most exciting thing that's happened.
Taken by Pikaboo.
That should never happen. That blue buff should, work with that. But LGD as a whole just haven't really looked in sync at all. No communication really between the members.
And that's going to be a hook on a PYL. Are they going to take him out or take the turret? Neither for the moment as Someday backs away. And Flame continuing to struggle. He's down 20 CS. Arrow, they may have caught Imp here. Teleports coming in from both sides, but will Imp live? There's a buster shot used to push Arrow away. Whoa! Mordekaiser takes him though, and Flame comes in just to die. That's a double.
The famed flash third Q. Oh, Pikaboo flashes the headbutt.
Flays PYL away. Doesn't get GodV. You gotta do what you gotta do. Wow, they got the ult out of PYL, but I suppose when you don't have an ADC to defend, why not?
Honestly, coming into this patch thinking...
About to farm. There are 2 wards in this lane, 2 right next to it.
How much Fog of War is there on the map even? LGD have to go all the way inside their base, I guess.
Pretty much. If KT has anything to say about it, there's not gonna be any place for LGD to hide. And 22 minutes already, KT with their 3rd dragon.
Yeah, super early game oriented comp here, and they're playing it out. They're also building a lot of damage, not only on Renekton, but the Luden's Echo here from Nagne on the Lulu. Can annihilate a wave as well as...
Spoiler alert, if you haven't read the first book
no.
by now, it's too
Probably
late.
too late.
Yeah. Well, I say book, but
LGD looking to pull off the
Yep,
red wedding here for Arrow, but he's just going to leave.
Flame was had 20 CS, he even ran mid to,
Yeah.
you know, even make that 24 CS in total there. But then they died to another teleport.
TBQ, a little bit of trouble. TBQ is BBQ. What? Oh, come on, you have to die when I say that. Oh, okay, explosive cast used, and one more should do it.
Gragas.
Yeah, I give it.
You've been,
There we go.
well, Darius dunks people. Gragas drunks. Do this too aggressively, just clear out the wards and go back. Whoa, Nagne, what are you doing? You know, after last week too, oh, Someday getting a little bit caught here, stunned by Godby. Tries to get away with the slice and dice. PYL comes back in again. There's a knock-up onto Peekaboo. Arrow there, largely untouched, but they need more of the team. Dragon is live. KT, they could still fight this. Someday, he's going to jump right on TBQ. Gets pushed back right away, still holding that ult. Teleport coming in now for Nagne. They're going to go back in. Score taken down, though. Got to be careful. Arrow still there for the moment. Gets pulled out on the Lantern, and KT has to give this one up.
Interrupting the 5 Dragon stack is really, really big here
Huge.
for LGD, taking this one away.
You can also see the issues with that KT has in terms of scaling with their lineup.
For those minions that you talked about to break the siege.
They're going for it now. Is there anything LGD can do to stop that? Someday can teleport in. Nagne just harassing a bit, keeping LGD occupied. And Someday with that split push, thinking about recalling to be ready for that Baron. He may need to teleport. He will right now. Someday teleporting in as KT breaks off from the Baron, and they're going to chase LGD. PYL needs to be careful. Someday coming in from behind. He's going to get a huge flank onto LGD as KT suddenly has to back off, though, taking a lot of damage. Score comes in with a barrel. Imp trying to carry. Gets taken down by Someday, and that is going to be nearly an ace for KT.
Someday just wrecks LGD here with the Nagne's gonna look for the pickup here. We'll see if he finishes off this chase. He does have Luden's Echo as well.
Oh, TBQ could be in trouble. There's the E. That's gonna help him get vision for a little while. Peekaboo, who's gonna get it?
All right, but Someday coming in there, you can see not only the time for the teleport, but his target selection. He first goes for the Anivia, who doesn't have flash.
Yep.
Cuts her off right into the rest of the team there with the Gragas ultimate, and then he goes for Imp, who just used Rocket Jump.
Anivia is incredibly strong, keeping people away from you, but once people actually get in that range,
Well, let's see if KT stick their hand in there.
I think they're going to need to stick something in that base to take that inhibitor turret, that's for sure.
Peekaboo's sticking his hook in there.
Sticking his whole body in. Well, Someday is.
I think KT could benefit from just split pushing here, at least one member.
So if you go into the base and the team engages on you and you beat them in a team fight, is that called noodling? KT try and noodle their way into LGD's base right now. They've got the inhibitor turret.
Yeah, that tower actually fell, so nope, split push is out of the menu.
They may get this inhibitor too. The barrel for zoning, arrow zoning as well, and that's inhibitor. LGD is right up there too.
And then after the return too.
Yeah, they were a little bit better, but going from undefeated in the regular season to just getting destroyed at Katowice, that was a bit awkward. LGD at least.
From, and then as bot lane masses up as well, eventually we're going to see LGD break here, and they have really no way of countering that because the only member that really gets in engage range is Score, and he's tanky enough that he'll just soak up enough damage for this to work. So it's an incredibly efficient way for closing from KT here.
Yeah, and any of those wards are going to get immediately cleared. That turret goes down, another inhibitor vulnerable for LGD. TBQ steps out of the base, steps right into Peekaboo's hook.
Peekaboo, Nagne, I guess.
I don't know, PYL goes in for the knockup. TBQ, where's the response from LGD here as KT still continues to poke away at that inhibitor. PYL gets grabbed again, but KT playing it safe, playing it methodically. They know they've got this game won. They don't need to pressure any more than they need to. Someday comes in to help clean up that inhibitor.
So LGD have only managed to acquire 2 towers.
Gone to PYL, but he's pretty tanky. A lot of damage coming in. PYL may need to use his ultimate here. Could be in trouble. Wall separate Score from the rest of the team. Could be good for LGD. Arrow over the wall, though. That's a kill for Score. And LGD on the run. Arrow unafraid to flash in there. Flame taken out after he tried to come in for the flank. That did not work out.
Yeah, Arrow flashes over at the same time Score flashes out.
I know.
Swap in!
It's like
That's
a
right,
wrestling
tag
match
team.
tag team.
That's right, an Imp. Oh, body slammed. And Godby gonna fall down. There's the egg, there's the ace, and there's the game for KT Rolster. They will move up.
Still need to work on that I-Kid synergy though.
That's right. 3-1 so far. And there goes the Nexus. LGD falls to 0-4 in the tournament. GG for KT.